Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing my monthly favorites, or what I like to call them is thrillers and killers. I can't believe it's already time for this. Like, where did September go? I have no clue. I feel like I just filmed the August thrillers and killers, but now it's time for September's. Today is the first day of October, and when you guys will see it, it will be the second day, so I'm really excited. I love October. So if you didn't watch my first thrillers and killers, the reason why I call them thrillers and killers instead of holy grails and fails is because I just think that's deceptive. A holy grail is meant to be something that you're going to keep purchasing. You won't replace it with something else. And in the beauty community, I just feel like things are constantly getting replaced. There's always new releases, and those products that people are referring to as holy grails, I think, are just very easily replaced by that user and by the community. So I like to call mine thrillers and killers. Thriller is something that's working out great for me, that I kept reaching for the entire month, and that a killer is something that broke my heart, that I had high hopes for, and that just didn't work out for me. To get started, I want to go with a palette that I think is just great for fall. This is definitely a thriller for me. This is $20 and it's from Juvia's place. It's called the Saharan palette, and I will go ahead and open it just so you guys can see the color story in here. I love it for the fall. It's definitely a little bit messy because I just used it on my eyes today, but I love it for the fall. There's 4 mattes in here, so I feel like you can create a very neutral look with this palette. There's a couple of very light shades in here that you can go with. There is a highlight shade that I really enjoy, and then a nice black matte. I just took that on my lash line today and lined my eyes with it instead of using a liquid eyeliner. But I quite enjoy this palette. I like the color story a lot. The oranges are really nice in here. I used this one in my crease today, and I feel like you can just get a lot of different looks with this palette. It's definitely a thriller for me. I kept reaching for it. I think this is a really nice one to take on a trip or something like that, where you want something where you can create a nice neutral, or you can go in and be a little bit more bold. Definitely would recommend this palette, and I also see me reaching for it in October as well. The next 2 items are also makeup items that I absolutely love. These are from Fenty Beauty, and these are the Universal Gloss Bombs. I picked this up in this first shade, which is called Fenty Glow, and then I went ahead and picked up the second shade, which is called Diamond Milk. They're just really beautiful lip glosses. I have one on now. I feel like it's not extremely tacky. Nothing really gets stuck to it like my hair. It goes over lipstick really well. I have it paired with liner today that I'm really enjoying. So this is going to be the Fenty Glow. And it's just a really pretty flattering shade for everyone. It's definitely universally flattering, like they state. And then the next one is Diamond Milk, which is a little bit more pearl-like. These smell of strawberry, which is really nice. There's the Diamond Milk, also really beautiful. You could pair them with pretty much anything. I really love this formula, and they were definitely a favorite of mine. And just to change it up, I'm gonna go with a killer. I only have 2 killers for this month. So the first one is gonna be this one. It's a body wash, and this is from Rituals, and it's called Ritual of Sakura. I just really wanted to try this product for a while. I had it on my wish list at Ulta for quite a long time, and when I picked it up, I was just disappointed by the scent. It smells like jasmine. Let's see what it says. It's organic rice milk and cherry blossom. So I get some of that cherry blossom. I also get some jasmine, and it's to the point, like that jasmine is that way too powdery jasmine that just turns on my skin. So it's a gel that turns into a foam. I think the formula itself is really neat, and they do have 3 other scents of this product, so I might like it in a different scent. Just this one was not for me. I will use it up. I'm not gonna waste the product, but I just don't really love it. I do have 3 products in the thriller category that came from my Sephora VIB haul. I tried not to make them all the same, but really that's where a majority of my purchases came from in the month of September. It's what I was really trying out for the month. So not to be too repetitive, I do want to go in and just show you those items that I have included in my thrillers category for this month. The first one is from Hourglass. This is the Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. I've spoken about this a few times now. I just love this mascara. It's on my lashes right now. I like it because it defines my lashes. It definitely thickens them, but it's not too clumpy. And I feel like I can go in once or twice with it, and it doesn't get weird. My lashes don't get stuck together. It also doesn't have any flakiness with it. I've used this with false lashes, and it performs really well. It reminds me of Better Than Sex, which is one of my all-time favorite mascaras, but it doesn't get clumpy around the cap. If you guys have ever used Better Than Sex, it gets really messy after a couple weeks. It all turns black around this rim. This one doesn't do that. Really like the bristles here. I feel like they're nice and dense, and I really love the impact that it gives on my lashes. It really makes my eyes stand out. I will definitely keep reaching for this one. The other two items that came from the Sephora VIB haul, this one is from Mercier, and this is the Ultra Longwear Flawless Fusion Foundation in the shade Cameo. I am loving this foundation. It's quickly becoming like my everyday when I'm not using tinted moisturizer. I put this on the other day, I want to say it was last week, and I was filming. Put it on at 10 o'clock, so I filmed around 11, and then I had my whole day and I went out for drinks and some dinner with some friends later on in the evening, and I didn't get home till 10. This foundation held up throughout the day and it still looks beautiful. The only place I had wear was a tiny bit on my nose, and it was obviously for me touching it, and then around my smile lines, which I feel like isn't completely avoidable. I'm always going to have that with whatever foundation, especially when you're laughing and drinking and eating. This foundation though still looks beautiful on my forehead, on my cheeks, so this is definitely a long wear foundation for me. I really enjoy this, and I will keep reaching for this one too. Another thriller was the Tatcha Silk Cream. This is quite the hefty price tag, so I was really hoping I would love it, and I do. It hasn't had any irritation on my skin. My skin feels very silky. It feels very hydrated each and every time I use it. Makeup goes on top of it beautifully. I do use this mostly at night, but I like it because I feel like it really sinks in really fast. I'm not going to bed feeling oily or greasy. I don't know if I'm going to pick up this exact formula the next time. I do want to try the Indigo Cream, which is more for sensitive skin. It has that blue tint to it. I do want to try that one as well. But if that one doesn't work out for me, I might go back to this one. But it's definitely a thriller for me, and I'm really enjoying it. And my last killer is from Briogeo. This is the Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro-Exfoliating Shampoo. I actually purchased this a while back, and I tried it out and it dried out my scalp. I was thinking maybe I'm just been too dry, maybe I should try something else, and I actually gave it to my husband. The reason why it's making this list is because I tried it again and it made my scalp even drier. Every time I use this, maybe it's just too exfoliating for me, I don't know. But you use this in place of your shampoo. It has charcoal in it and little ground shells. They're very fine, like you can barely see them in the tub. I really wanted this to work out. I've loved everything else from Briogeo. I'm using their shampoo and conditioner currently, and I'm really enjoying it. But luckily, even though I didn't like this, my husband does really enjoy it. As for the scent, it smells like a mint chocolate chip cookie, so I really wanted to like it just for that reason. Fortunately, I did it, but I have handed it off to him. It's not gonna go to waste. But it's definitely a killer for me. I thought this was going to be like a new holy grail, that it was going to work so well. People have raved about this stuff, but it just didn't work for me. This next thriller I am going to butcher the name of. It's a perfume, and it is just in a mini size. This is the travel size spray for the, I want to say it's Atelier. I know that's not correct, but Atelier Cologne in Vanilla Insensée. I am loving this. So basically, a YouTuber named Samantha Ravindal, she was talking about this on her channel, and it quickly sold out. The scent of it is vanilla, lime, and jasmine, but there's something about it that's also very musky. This is definitely a date night perfume to me. I'm going to put a little bit on now just because I love it. It wears throughout the day very nicely on the skin. I think it lasts a long time. It just smells really beautiful. There's something very comforting about it from the vanilla in there, but there's this undertone that's also very sexy. This is definitely a date night perfume for me, and I would also put this on like if I was just around the house, like if I just got out of the bath and wanted to feel like warm and cozy, I would totally throw this on. It's just a beautiful fragrance, and I see myself getting a larger size of it too. And lastly, I talked about this during my Sephora VIB haul follow-up. This is from Drybar. It's a Detox Dry Shampoo. Now that I've had the time to use it when my hair is actually feeling pretty oily, it really does help to absorb it. You shake it up, you spray it in. It does have that white cast, but it brushes out really easily. So the way I pretty much always use dry shampoo like this is I spray it on and I leave it on for a little while. I put all my hair up, leave it in. I might do my makeup or something like that, but then I go ahead and I brush it out. This brushes out without giving you any of that white cast. I've used other ones that are like impossible to brush out, and you're like, well, damn it, now I gotta wash my hair. This doesn't do that to me. What really changed it for me, so a couple weeks ago, I just kind of had a flub and I didn't wash all the conditioner out of my hair, and I didn't have time to go back in and re-wash it. So I sprayed this in there, let it sit for a little while, and then brushed it out. And even though it was still a little bit oily like I thought it was going to be, but it really did help to absorb it. It helped my hair lay flatter. Like, I really, really enjoyed this dry shampoo. So I definitely see this dry shampoo becoming a staple of mine. I've tried so many of them. They always let me down, but so far, so good. I do really enjoy this one. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed my monthly thrillers and killers for September. Go ahead and let me know below if there was anything you absolutely loved last month, or if there's anything you kept reaching for, or what did you hate? What was an absolute killer for you? Let me know below. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Please like this video. I appreciate you, and I will see you soon.